Howdy everybody, and welcome to the behind the scenes, our first official behind the scenes that looks a lot better than the last one for Armored Griffin. I am CJ.
I'm Erica.
And I'm Tim.
And this is Sir Weather. So the idea behind the HoloCastle video was to film something at home, ideally on a shoestring to no budget, something super quick with a very minimal crew, no production people. It was just going to be us. Thankfully there's 3 of us, makes things a lot easier, so that we could just film it on a whim or a day that we really couldn't get out into the field. Ideally, we were just going to have like 2 phones set up and just be like, hey look, these are holographic emitters, but we decided to go with other ideas that were cheap and easy, and thanks to Amazon for them. Aw, there's no batteries. Game over, man.
No. Can't have it real life.
Good thing we can hit this. This is going on the behind the scenes. Wait, this is the behind the scenes. So
behind the scenes.
That's what the last video is going to be
Armored
called.
Griffin BBTS.
BBTS. Behind BTS.
BTS.
Behind the scenes.
Yes.
With every video, we want to learn something new. In this case, we got 2 new pieces of software that we really wanted to delve into. Tim got Cubase, which he wanted to do not just for music, but also with sound effects. And Erica got the full version of Maya so that she could model, animate, and have all kinds of fun with. So I cut it together, really simple, straightforward, just to move the piece along. I made sure there's plenty head and tail to each clip so that Erica had a lot more room to work with in Maya in case she needed to have an animation last longer. We had an idea of how long each animation should last, so I added like a second onto the front and the back of each clip. I can trim that off again later, but for her purposes, it allowed her to make things as long or as short as she needed. The filming of this was extremely easy. We just set up here in our little office space, which we stole as the dining room from our parents. And we cleared out half of it and we shot against the one wall, which you can see in the time lapse, which I hope is coming up soon. Good morning! You are on the set of the latest Armored Griffin Entertainment video. This will be our holographic castle game, and behind me is where the set is. This is where we're going to be filming. We have our little holographic pads here that are going to light up quite nicely. There's our scoreboard, which we're going to get rid of, and then now for the set itself. Ta-da! This is our little office. When I was running some tests, I didn't like how high the table was, so I had to raise it up. I needed something that would raise it just enough to be around waist height for us, so I can lift up the camera, because the camera in the back here was it was encompassing way too much, and I didn't really want to show that much of the office. So what I did was solo cups. Put some gaff tape on the solo cups, and then raise the table. That got me a good 5 inches or so. Solo cups on the other side. And that brings our table up. So now, look at it from here, the table's just about waist height, which will look a lot better. I'm hoping it's going to look a lot better on camera with the final product. It should also make things easier. The equipment that we used was really stupidly simple. I set up my 2 LED panels. They are Draycast LED 1000s. I had them set up on either side. I believe it's been a while since we did this. And then I just took some PVC, some clamps, and I set up a nice light bar at the top that I hung China balls and clamp lamps and flooded the area with light just so that the camera could pick it up. So post-production was very easy for this, very streamlined. I cut it together. Erica's working on the VFX.
I did the VFX for HoloCastle. I also did the modeling of the castles. I did the texturing on everything. I rigged the catapults so that when they move, the wheels move and all that. I also had to add in-scene lights, which I kind of used the China balls as reference for the lights. It was very challenging for me because I had a lot to do and I had to go back and relearn some of the things that I learned previously.
What are you doing, Bob?
Hi, babe!
Yes, I make the sound. I make the beeping and booping sounds that you hear, as well as the music in the background. And it's sound. I make the sounds from scratch as much as possible, the synthesized sounds, you know, the sound of the scoreboard changing, the sound of them pressing down on the holograms, the little projectors, the sounds of the castles being built up and everything in far in between. Few far between it.
This project was fun. We had a good time. We were goofing around a lot. And probably the most notable thing about this is that Hurricane Phoenix was coming. All we could really say was Joaquin Phoenix is coming. And that's all we're pretty much talking about the entire time.
What's coming?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed our behind the scenes. I hope you guys enjoy our behind the scenes.
And I hope you enjoy the behind the scenes.
We're not gonna have one of those. But our tutorials, hope you find them useful, and have a great day.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
And it's
So stick around for the next couple of days. Follow-up videos are going to have more information about visual effects, how we did them, what Erica did, because I didn't do them, what Timmy did with the sound and the music, and bloopers and time-lapse and more behind the scenes. Timmy is way behind the scenes.